We're going to do it again. Put it on the table.
And we're going for that three-piece, so don't forget it. Don't get it twisted.
team. They are the greatest team in modern Eagles history. It is an honor to introduce the Super Bowl 59 champions, the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are back with another video Inside the Nest, man. I'm your guy, King DV. With my co-host, what's going on, bro?
Man. Super Bowl champs, man. You know what I mean? It felt a little different week 2. I ain't gonna lie. It felt like surreal week 1. Week 2, I feel like a champion. I feel like AJ Brown, when he said the parade made him a champion, I feel like after the parade, I've been feeling real championship-ish. Real championship.
Like I said, it took me until like Tuesday or Wednesday after we won a championship to feel like, yo, we really did this. Then I had to like, oh, I gotta buy merch. I gotta go out here and get what I need to get before it sells out. All the Raleigh houses, all them, they sold out. Dick's Sporting Goods, they sold out. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna be able to get it. I ordered it, but then I was like, oh, here we go. We had the pro shop with it. Eagles Pro Shop. Boom.
Hey man, did you see the shout out in the video to you? I don't even know if you seen it.
Nah.
The Trotter, man. The Trotter, you know it was a shout out to you, man.
Why did it shout out to me?
Cause like you was, bro, we talked about it all summer, and you was like, that's the one thing, and like on a big stage, if he busts out the way the crowd.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And I made sure the crowd was loud because they went crazy. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So I put it in. I was like, look at this on the Super Bowl stage.
So I already knew what it was, and it came to fruition. I already knew what was going to happen.
Bro, do you know how loud the fans gonna be if he busts out that axe in like a big playoff game? How about the biggest playoff game?
Right. And he did it. I'm like, I know his dad is crying.
What's up, Nina? What's up, Griffin?
What's up, y'all? But no, I knew his dad was crying, man. I knew Senior was crying. I knew he was.
I think Milton Williams' dad probably had like the the most eye-opening moment. You know, I seen the little. I think I seen him talking. It's just like how he was talking about like how his son was able to go out there and just really be like a champion. I know it's a serious like it's a whole because like think about this. Milton Williams 3 years ago getting drafted to the Eagles. You know what I mean? His coming in rookie year, and then all of a sudden he just hit the light switch. Boom. And it's like ever since that moment, like what maybe the end of the middle of last year, he started really turning it on. Really, he been like a monster. And really watching that game, like him, Josh Sweat, Nolan, Jalen Carter, like really watch that offensive line had trouble with them for like all night long. Moro Jomo, Jalen Hunt, like it's team, bruh. Like I'm really sad that Bryce Huff was a healthy scratch because I think even him would have probably got a couple good pressures, maybe even a sack. Like they was bad, man. Like, but yeah, I see. What's up, Cat? I did see the AJ Brown Rich. You know, what you think about that, bro? You know, you really, you know, they asked him, you know, if there's one player out there, you know, he could have said.
Nino, man, don't start that, man.
What happened?
So yesterday, me and Coach, his name is actually Marcus too, but we was talking about the Dallas Goedert situation, and we was talking about how we can. He was talking about how we could get Kyle Pitts and make that a thing, and then give them an edge rusher and like probably like Bryce Huff, you know, giving Bryce Huff for Kyle Pitts. And I'm like, yo, like now we got 2 tight ends, but he was like, no, we could dump Goddard, but I'm like, they're not going to do that, bro, because how the contract's moving now, it's going to be like, yo,
hurt us too bad though. Getting rid of Bryce Huff hurt us too bad. We'll be in the negative.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. But
do you remember who was the first one to bring that up last year before the start of 2020?
Everybody wants. That's why I said, yo, everybody wants this guy, and I'm like, why though? Like we just won the Super Bowl.
Untapped potential, bro. It's just the untapped potential. He's such a dynamic piece at tight end. Like obviously, you know, it's just something like it's not like we don't like Goddard, but it's the injuries, man. The injuries starting to just pile on and pile up. I don't want to get to the point where we are right now with Maddox that we possibly could get to with Goddard, where the injuries start to affect his play on the field, and we start to hate him for his play, but the play is due to the injuries. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see that. And 4 games every year just ain't cutting it. I love that we won the Super Bowl. I love that if we can stay healthy, this the season. I don't think they necessarily go look for a replacement like Kyle Pitts because that's a guy you got to bring in, you got to pay. You know, it's a lot that go into that. I don't think he's the answer anymore. The reason I wanted him last year because you get that last year, the rookie deal, to figure out if he is the potential you're looking for. This year, you got to pay him. I don't want a 1-year rental where they want probably a second-round pick. I can't do it. But I think we are going to draft a tight end somewhere in this draft, how we do normally, second, third round pick, to be prepared to be the replacement. I think this year is the year where Goddard, he's probably going to get this last year because he got 1 more year on the contract. And I think this is the prove it year, dog. If you want an extension, you want to continue being a part of the Philadelphia Eagles, this is going to be the year to prove it, in my opinion.
I don't have no issue with getting a tight end in this draft, or even the next draft. I don't have no issues with that at all. But I just like I don't like just how people were saying that they didn't want, and we gonna get into it. But Jalen Hurts to have to go through another OC and we, you know, and hire within and how that turned out. You know, people have been saying all these things about Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts and Dallas Goedert got that chemistry. And like you can't undo that unless he's like falling off. Yes, he has injuries and everything like that, but in these winning seasons, it really didn't hurt us. That didn't hurt us. It was other things that hurt us. And then think about it like this: if you bring in a guy like Kyle Pitts, this is my argument. If you bring in a guy like Kyle Pitts, he's going to want the ball too.
No, it's just too far along, man. He up for a contract, bro. You got to extend him. I can't with what he has as far as value compared to what he's put on paper. I can't pay him and justify that. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I'm cool off it now with the Kyle Pitts situation. Last year, going into the 2023 season, I was more open to it because I was like, look, you bring in Kyle Pitts, you got a year to really see if he gel with the offense, see if he fit with Jalen Hurts, how he fit in, and then you can extend him if necessary if you feel like he's a fit. Now, I just think it's too late. If anything, I would just go out and go young. If I'm going to bring in anybody to try to figure out if I need a replacement, I prefer to go in the draft at this point. Right. It's just too much risk. It's too much risk, not enough reward if you invest your money into Kyle Pitts going into the next season on a hope and a wish. Because he probably going to want somewhere, you know what I mean, top 10 tight end money without top 10 tight end production. And I just can't justify that. I can't.
Well, everybody's talking about it now. The whole interview with AJ Brown, that situation. What he said? He's young, but he costs. That's what I'm saying. He costs, and like I said, it comes down to the numbers with the contracts and stuff like that. And I think Dallas Goedert would be like one of the ones that want to stay at Eagle and probably take a pay cut, like a sweat type deal, if need be. I don't think that, Kyle Pitts is going to do that and want to win too.
That's the thing, bro. That's the one problem when you're evaluating players and you want players on your team. You don't know what their aspirations are. Is it to get money or is it to win? You can tell once you get the player. But us sitting here, you know what I mean, we go through, 30, 40, 50 players in offseason of, hey, man, what you think about this? What you think about that? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, that's the one thing that kills us as analysts, as content creators. We don't really know what they want. You know what I mean? We don't know if you want to win. We don't know if you want to get paid. We don't know if you coming in and you willing to take the backup role, accept your role. You don't know that. Like, until they get here, you get a result like Devin White, where you realize, okay, he didn't fit, he wasn't gonna be here, and he's out. You know what I mean? But that's the one thing that killed me, man.
Or just like AJ Brown, like, he got here, and then like after that 2023 season, man, he looked sour, and he was just like, yo, I don't even know. And then all of a sudden, he's signing a deal saying, yo, I want to retire at Eagle. Like, you really don't know where their mental is at that point. And now, he's on record saying that he was talking about the post, and he's like, I don't feel like, it was enough. It was more of a clap at the Chiefs because it wasn't no competition. But at the same time, he said he want to get back to it. And I feel him. I feel him on that because
you watched the whole interview. Yeah, it was informative though, because him breaking it down to the extent he did, I was just like, all right. I got it the first time when he said it, but, just to be like, man, look, like, I thought the championship was going to be the resolution of that feeling I had in my heart that was incomplete. But it's really just a grind. Like, really what he was trying to tell people was if he could play 18 games, 18 weeks straight, every 18 weeks, he would do it because he likes being on the field. He likes grinding. He really likes imposing his will on other cornerbacks. He likes it. He likes getting out there and winning his matchup one-on-one and going for a touchdown. Like,
I understand everything about AJ Brown. Even before this interview, I understood everything on why he was doing certain things, why he was saying it. The only thing that you're not going to understand, because they keep that personal, is the personal relationship between him and Jalen. But everything else that's on the field with him and everything that you see, I'm like, he's not a diva. But like he said on an interview, he said he's the way he thinks and the way he talks and react to things, he's in the wrong position. Like he should be quarterback because quarterbacks can get away with a lot of stuff. Whereas though when he does it, like if Jalen Hurts read a book, he read Inner Excellence. Nothing would have been said. It'd have been like, yo, he's reading the books. It'd have been a joke, and then that was it. Move on. It would have been no, oh, he's a diva. He only thinks about himself. He's bored. He's mad because he's not getting the ball. It would have been none of that. He mad because he got to keep handing it off to Saquon. It wouldn't have been none of that, right? So I understand AJ Brown wholeheartedly, man.
Well, maybe
just happy that he's
Philly. Maybe if he wasn't in Philly.
No, that's anywhere.
No, they would have made. They don't like Jalen. They would have made something up. Like why he out there reading it? He only throwing it 18 times. He should have been throwing it more if he can read on the sideline.
Bro, we just went through a whole season. We went through a whole season with them talking trash about Jalen Hurts, and you see what the outcome was. So, hopefully, what I hope that this does for because I'm with AJ. I think it's national media. The local media here is so lazy that they don't even do their own research and report to the point where they drag it off of the national media and then they put it out there to the locals, and then people from South Jersey or people that don't really follow the team that much in Philly or something like that, they going with that narrative now. Now that's all you hear in the streets.
Right.
Now you got people like Bryce Huff in his feelings because of what the fans are saying. You know what I'm saying? So I understand from the players' standpoint. I understand wholeheartedly. And then you got different vibes, man. You got different. You got AJ, but then you got Devontae that's smooth, but then you got Jalen Hurts that's more stern, and try to be balanced with the way he thinks, you know. And that's how you gotta view it. Saquon Barkley, the leader, he's straightforward. He's going to tell you like it is. Nick Sirianni, another one that's misunderstood, in my opinion. Just little things that happen throughout the season. But the interview was insightful. I feel like that, you know, he didn't really want to get too personal about, because they asked him a question about Jalen Hurts' housing situation. I'm like, yo, that's not for you to ask him.
The 2000.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, that's not a question for AJ.
But
bro.
I wonder, like, do more people reach out to Jalen, like, for interviews and stuff? Because I don't really see, other than like the national media, I don't really see Jalen Hurts do too many of like the personal interview type things.
And that's what I want to talk about too. Like, you know, we sit up here as YouTube Eagles content creators, everybody. They sit up here and say, "Oh, don't look at this or don't look at that and don't look at that." But these players are giving, like, Jalen Hurts was just doing an interview with Cam Newton, somebody that was basically talking about him, right? And none of these other, you know, the fans or the content creators can get that type of interview. But we got to watch that type of interview because now we can react to it. That's what I'm saying. We got to watch this stuff. We have to. Even if we don't like it. Like I said, I still, from time to time, listen to 94.1 because Kelsey is on there, because Brandon Graham is on there, Nick Sirianni go on there. He might say something totally different than what he told the media in his presser. He might say something totally different. So I gotta listen to it or look at it from that standpoint. But yeah, I feel like to your question, I think Jalen Hurts he turns down a lot of interviews because he don't want personal to get out between him, Bree, his family, his life, and he don't want.
You can always say
a lot.
Next question. It ain't hard.
I mean, he can, but then that gets critiqued too.
Like that. I mean, you can easily listen. We can have a conversation before we even get on, so I don't even got to tell you next question. Hey, what's the yeses and the nos that you're willing to talk about?
But how many times a athlete or a celebrity have an interview before? I mean, not an interview, a discussion before the interview, and then the interviewer say, "I'm gonna ask anyway."
Hey, listen, if you ain't respectable, then hey, that'll be the last time you probably get the respect of a dude like that, and most of the dudes that's around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta understand what's going on, but hey, man. But obviously the biggest news of the day, man. Kevin Patullo, OC. We brought in Parks Frazier, passing game coordinator. We haven't yet to sign the quarterback coach, the last position remaining. How you feeling, DB? What's going on? Talk to me.
I looked at all 22. I looked at videos throughout the whole playoffs. I didn't see too many conversations between Kellen Moore and Jalen Hurts. I seen a lot of conversations between Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo. I feel like this was a good hire.
But hold on, I have one question. Do you think that was because Kevin and the offense already knew Kellen Moore was the head coach of the Saints and they were building rapport?
Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like that, after they heard about the first or the second interview, they was just like, look, we just going to, transition now.
He could have pulled up and been like, look, hey, man, we're going to keep it in-house, but I am going to take the same shot. You know what I mean? So
it's inevitable. It was inevitable because he wanted to be a head coach. We already knew what it was in for. That's why I don't understand when people was like.
But I think that's the respectable route, though. If you know you're gonna take the job, but you don't want it, you obviously can't put it out as national media.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, let the guys know. So guess what? If Kevin is the next guy, he can start building his rapport with the offense. He can start understanding what's going on and how Jalen feels on the field. So if he did, I don't know if he did it. There's no way for me to understand, but I seen what you seen too.
Yeah, it was all that. I feel like he got a good mindset. I just wanted to see it out there on the field. I know AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, guys like that are excited. I don't know too much about the new wide receiver coach. I know he was with the Dolphins, and I know he's with.
Oh, he's the pass game coordinator.
Pass game. I mean. He's with the Colts. Yeah.
OC. I think the biggest part is probably being with that offense over there with motion, because I've been looking at a lot of little interviews from Kevin, and he seems to like a lot of motion in his offense. So that could be, hey, listen, you bring some of that Dolphins motion over, that exotic motion.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what he said, he was basically saying little things, and I'm just paraphrasing, that whoever was the coach here between 2021 and now, he basically was involved in their offensive scheme, not just a passing game, but he had to know everything, because he had to know, okay, this is how you block. This is when you block. He had to tell these guys that. So that's why I don't think that this was a bad hire at all. A lot of people are pissed off because it's an in-house hire. They got PTSD from the Brian Johnson experiment. They got the PTSD from 2018, I believe, when that occurred.
Oh, this guy stinks.
But look,
the first thing they want to say. That's the first thing they say.
Right.
Oh, this guy stinks.
Right. But like I said yesterday, it's more like Eagles fans. Most Eagles fans are more like judgmental because of the unknown. Right? They don't know, and then they twisted up Jalen Hurts' words after, he was cleaning out his locker and everything. They asked him a question about Kevin Patullo, and he was just like, yo, he's going to have a bigger role. This is the first time actually doing this on NFL. That's basically what he was saying. But they switched it.
I heard what he said, though, and it wasn't nothing crazy, though, DV.
It wasn't.
But he was just like, I believe he can do it, but I can't say he's going to be 100% successful, because his job that he has previously done for the last 3 years is now going to ask a little bit more of him. What did he say crazy? They're like, oh, he didn't back that. Like, bro, he did not.
Yeah, they trying to find something. They're trying to find something, man, and not the MVP off his Howard's. They're trying to find something to be like, oh, the Eagles is in disarray because they not agreeing with the hire. It has to be something, bro. That's what it is.
You see what Lane Johnson, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith said.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Atlanta? Like, to me, I'm gonna look at it a little different than most people, right? You know what I mean? I went back and looked. He's been in the league for 15 years.
Yeah.
He's had multiple different OCs and things of that nature. He's had contact with, Andrew Luck. He had some time with, Phillip Rivers. He's been here with Jalen Hurts. He's been with Sirianni for 7 years. I think this is a completely different hire than all the guys that they want to bring up, like Brian Johnson and Press Taylor as in-house hires haven't worked. But those guys had minimum experience coming into this job. Very little. They hadn't really shook hands with anybody but the guy that they was working next to. You feel me? So Brian Johnson hadn't really shook hands with anybody but Jalen Hurts and the little bit of time he did get a chance to spend with Shane Steichen, but he really not involved as a quarterback coach in the offensive game planning and setting up the game plan and how things work. You really just teaching Jalen Hurts the fundamentals and things of that nature of how things work, but you're not really drawing up plays and, maybe you is telling him like, hey, Jalen, on that play, you might want to put it right here instead of Press Taylor had no other dealings but Doug Peterson. You know what I mean? He hadn't really been in the league that long when we elevated him, and then you see how it played out. But to me, Kevin Patullo been kind of here, for a minute, but he's been in the league for a long time. He's been able to kind of float around, and he's been touching hands with some people. So, and I think that first hiring of Parks Frazier, bringing him in from the Dolphins, with his experience with Mike McDaniels and some of that exotic motion, I think, it's gonna be nice to really get Smitty or Jahan or AJ or Saquon and some of those motions, man, where you can manipulate teams and you can continue what we was doing this year and kind of stack on top of it. Because I was listening to some people talking. They believe like Kevin Patullo coming in, you don't have to change the language of the offense or what you were doing, except for the stuff you add. You add some things, so you have to change the language because it wasn't previously in the playbook, so you need to add it in. So it might be a little different, but being able to keep that language, being able to keep things how it's working, I think, man, it's an advantage for us. I know Brian Johnson was hot because I thought with Brian Johnson he was more familiar with Jalen. It had nothing to do with particularly offense. It was just like, okay, he understands Jalen. He should know what Jalen likes. He did know what, like, no offense to what people think about Brian Johnson. He did know what Jalen likes. He did go to things that Jalen liked. The problem was there was no continuity when he went there. There was no rhythm to the game. It wasn't a setup. It wasn't like run, pass. You got him on the heels, play action. It was just like 3rd and 13, we have nothing going, 4 verts. It's like, yeah, Jalen likes to throw that pass to AJ. Guess what? The defense is now prepared for whatever you're going to try to do passing because you haven't done anything else successful. I think Kevin Patullo's biggest hurdle, though, I can't be 100% positive. I have to be truthful. It's probably setting up a game plan against some of these elite defense. You're going to have to feel your way through. It's just like a military man being dropped in the jungle. You're not just going to run. What I mean? You got to strategically run your way through. You got to fill out where you at, what I mean, to understand what your surroundings is and get a feel of it. So will it be flawless? No. But I do believe he understands how an offense should flow. And I think at some point next season, early, what I mean, maybe the same thing we had this year, maybe week 5. He figure out, okay, this is what I need to do with the offense. Because coming in, I'm sure the initial plan is heavy amount of Saquon. Until we figure out how we want to run the passing game, which to me, being the ex-passing game coordinator, you should have a pretty good handle on. You should understand to an extent how you really want to prepare for things going forward and how you want to run your offense, how you want to run your passing game. So I'm kind of locked in on what Kevin Patullo can bring. his ability to understand offense, what he's been able to see over the past few years. He's seen what Brian Johnson did wrong. He's seen what Shane Steichen did right. He's seen what Kellen Moore did right. And in all those situations, he was a pass game coordinator. But I do have questions because the passing game in those 3 years has not always been crisp, has not always been on the up and up. So I don't know how much he had his hands in what we called and how we called it and how it was ran. But, I just got to look at what it is because that's my other problem with, bringing in guys like this. You don't have a reference points, DV. You don't have anywhere to go look. I can't pull up the all 22 of a game that he called, you know what I mean? So I can see some tendencies, so I can see what he likes to do. It's like you understand what he's been through, so you're hoping he can integrate some of what Nick Sirianni, like Shane Steichen, like Kellen Moore, like Jalen Hurts, like, and they can build something together because they both understand as much offense together as anybody. You know what I mean? So maybe that works in our favor.
The only thing that I got a question about Patullo is did he sign off on those deep route concepts?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only question I got for him. Only question because
like the passing game in 3 years been like this.
It's going to be growing pains. It's going to be growing pains, but he got a hell of a team to go through those growing pains with. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you can't mess this up. You can't mess this up. Yeah, we had A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, and we had some decent running backs, but we also now got Saquon Barkley. Now we got a unit on the offensive line that it's plug and play, and they right back at it. They can block with the best of them. We've seen that on the biggest stages and in the playoffs. So that's my only question. Like, I don't want to see those deep routes. I want those quick decisions that we've seen in the Super Bowl. I want those quick decisions that's made throughout the playoffs, especially against the Commanders. It was quick, and he was able to go through his reads. Like, everybody has to coexist with one another, and that's why I think that just to feel being familiar with him, players and the coaching staff feel like that. Look, and what that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing that you said, D'Al, just because I was about to get there. What if he brings out the Jahan Dotson that we was trying to get this year? That we don't have to wait until big games to see him in moments.
Bro, I think year one was just like not being here, bro. You know what I mean? When you have, like, bro, look, you've been on your job 5 years. You and all your compadres been here 4 years together, and then the new guy come in. It take him a minute to fall in line. It take him a minute to get into the groove with y'all. It take him a minute to really become one of the teammates. You know what I mean? So he's just like kind of falling behind. And let's be real now. Let's be real, DV. People still be kind of talking a little trash about him in the break room when he ain't around. They don't really like it. I don't really know what the new guy got going on, man. He be slacking, man. I be having to pick up his work, man. He gotta learn how to do the job, man. Come on, man. Listen, we've been here 4 years, man. We've been the most successful front office in 4 years. And now you bringing a new guy. He's lagging behind, man. Come on, man. Somebody got to get him right. But then all of a sudden, he pick it up. Boom. And everybody like, oh, man, hey, man, we love you, bro. What's up, bro? Hey, man, hey. Welcome to work, bro, man. We finna lock in. That's what happened in the playoffs. He didn't have a lot of opportunities. But it felt like the team at some point clicked together. And I love it, man, because I think if Jahan Dotson tapped into the Jahan we thought we was getting this year, this upcoming year, he's not going to be expensive to retain. He's going to take the friendly deal. He wants to be here. He loves winning. He loves the opportunities he gets with
He's still on his rookie deal.
His offense. I'm saying next year. Like next year.
Okay.
That's the end of it. So, you know what I mean? I think, man, if he can have a little, I ain't saying like 1,000 yards in them. He come out and have, 300-400 yards this year. You know what I mean? If 30-40 receptions. I know it ain't gonna be a lot, but 3 or 4 touchdowns. I can see that being a nice role for him here.
Yeah. But overall, man, I just think that it's his job. Like people saying, it's his job to lose, man. And as of right now, he got the familiar. He's familiar with players with the in the locker room. That's basically all it is. Like I said, I don't know too much about Parks. Hopefully that they could have that rapport with him as well, and like some of his schemes that coming off of the Super Bowl and everything like that. I feel like that
reference points though. That's the thing though. You can actually go find reference points on Parks.
But that's what I've been saying. Like with Petula, with any player that comes in here, it's the unknown. Like you don't know what he's going to be capable of doing until you see it.
I've seen Parks call plays, so I kind of know what he want to do this past game. I kind of know how he want to run it. He didn't have the talent at the Colts that he got at the Eagles.
Right.
I ain't really. I'm more looking at the Dolphins as more of a stylistic standpoint. Things he got an opportunity to watch, things he got the opportunity to really be hands-on with and see how it works. Those things bringing in, you got Smitty running some of those exotic motions, Jahan.
Mm-hmm.
You got opportunities to get AJ Brown in mismatch situations. That could be crazy, bro.
I feel like this too. I feel like with Parks, I feel like just dealing with Miami situation. I feel like that the offense would have slowed down for him, if you know what I'm saying. Because I feel like that he had 2 wide receivers that was quick as hell and everything, and then also a running back in the passing game or whatever. Whenever he was in the passing game, it's just quick, and I feel like that this slows down a lot more than what he was dealing with.
I think Jalen is Peyton Manning mode too, bro. Like getting to the line, he recognized things so well at this point. Like the OC might call it. He might call it. Jalen Hurts got to get out of anything at this point, bro. Like I know he in year 5, right? I know he in year 5, but there's no coverage that a Spags, Flores, Bowles, Belichick. It ain't no coverage. I think Jalen Hurts at this point in his career hasn't seen. There's not a lot of coverages. There's not a lot of ways to disguise coverages. You can get tricky. You can be fooled at times, but like the Jalen get to the line. It was some things, bro, I seen on that all 22 that me personally, somebody that watches as much film as I do, looked at the formation and said, okay, that looked like cover 3. No, what? How did they get there? And Jalen had already dissected it multiple times. It's like when you get into a mode like that, I think, before, I think Brian Johnson's situation was Jalen Hurts wasn't calling the things he's calling now. He didn't have the control at the line that he did to pull protection, call protections, change the play. In the Super Bowl, funny, 4th down. I know you. I know you said it was a risky play. 4th down though.
No, I didn't say it was a risky play. He said it.
You said I'm with you. The 4th down bomb. He said I'm with you on that. The 4th down bomb to AJ.
I don't know. I never said it was a risky play. I felt like that it was a 1-on-1. It was a good call. It was just a call on us.
It was bull, but it's to me like to look up. If you really go back and look at the formation they in, when they pulled the motion, it was almost like simultaneous, right? Because the safety don't really show his hand. If you watch the all 22, he takes some subtle steps. He like stepping down, but the 2 steps he took into the box told Jalen Hurts enough. That's 1-on-1. Okay, that's 1-on-1. I'm going, and it's like me watching it as an untrained quarterback, an untrained guy getting out on the field, right? When I seen him take those 2 steps, I'm like, is he fooling Jalen? Is he trying to get Jalen to think? No lie. He take off right down into the box to follow his man across the field. Jalen.
I've been watching a lot of tape as well. And my favorite moments from the NFL films to what I've seen on tape was that pass to Jahan Dotson. Because how Jalen Hurts read everything, the way the linebackers looked like they were going cover, but they came crashing.
He knew they was gonna call the play before they called the play.
Yeah.
He was like, "Come on, John. Come on, John."
I kind of feel like that Jalen Hurts was so obsessed with this game, and then what they did similar. Some of it was similar to what the San Francisco 49ers did when I went to that game a couple years ago. I feel like that he was so obsessed with that he was just like, you know what? I'm on everything. I don't even think he slept. He probably didn't sleep. And he probably was like, look, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna show off because I already know what they're gonna do. I know every play. It was like and even Spags was on the sideline getting out of character. He was out of character. But that was my favorite play because he was like, Jahan Dotson. And it went straight to him. Soon as he seen it, I was like, yo, this is a touchdown. And I didn't know his knee went down live until they showed the replay.
Listen, I didn't even see the replay. Somebody had to tell me the replay because I had that already did one of the.
Right.
Hey, I was celebrating.
Right.
But if you say favorite plays, I think in that game, man, it had to be a play that most people say Jalen Hurts won't make. Rolling out to the right. You know what I'm saying? Everything in his legs say run. And, you know, hindsight, right? Now that I can see the tape, you know, seeing that Saquon stays in bounds on the push out, he's able to get up the sideline and turn around and he bobbles it, he catches it back here, pulls it back up, you know what I mean? Like, but that's like one of those plays where like everything could have went wrong. You know, Jalen could have took off. You know, Jalen could have been impatient. You know, he kind of waited for it. He was like, it's got to be something like, it ain't got to be touchdown. I just want to be able to get this thing out because I don't want to have to push it because Bolton is coming across and he probably going to cut me off. You know what I mean? I'm probably not going to get the first, like, it's almost like when they say the game slow down, I seen it in that moment. Because if you watch it from the view like this and you zoom in just a little bit, you can see him almost scanning as he running outside. You're like, dang, if I take off, I'm getting 4, but that's not enough for the first down. We probably got to set up for a field goal. And he's looking. And he last second, right before he's like, I'm about to tuck it and run. He see Saquon. He just like need that was, and it's like that's poetry in motion. Like that's what we asked by the Jalen. Like people want to say he didn't play a good game, but it's whatever it be.
Not even. I'm gonna get on Saquon. I'm gonna get on Saquon too, but not even that is poetry in motion. What was poetry in motion for me is things that I heard what my local media said. They said, "Oh, Jalen Hurts can't feel a guy that's close to him. Jalen Hurts can't read the defense, bro. The play. I think I know what you know what I'm talking about. The play when he scanned everywhere, right? And as soon as I'm gonna butcher his name, Kalafis, whatever his name is. Yeah. He came around. Yeah, and I'm like, yo, he got what you call beat, and he said, no, and then I'm a slide. I said, yo,
like, hey, look, dude, like up in the ground,
yeah,
like goodbye,
right.
Like, oh,
right, and I think that was I felt like it was a third down. It was a third down.
Yeah, third.
No, that's what I'm saying.
16. He ran for 16 on that play.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That everything that the media, local or national, was saying about him. He displayed everything on that stage, and he outperformed their guy again. He outperformed him.
They trying to walk it back, but you know what I mean.
You can't.
You only can slide on oil too long before you slip.
You can't. But man, that Super Bowl, man, like I'm watching it back to back to back because I'm wearing this all week. I don't care. I'm wearing the gear all week.
I don't know how many times I done watched it, but it's almost obsession.
Joe, because like I ain't gonna lie, the first couple times I watched it, the condensed version of it or whatever, I'm like, I need to see how. Then I watched it all 22. Okay, I'm starting to see how. Then I'm watching it again. Then I'm watching other people talk about that. Like, I need to know how. Like, I thought that we was going to win regardless, but I didn't think it was going to be 34-0 before they put points up on the board. I didn't think that. I watched it so much, bro. Bro, you didn't have like think about it. You didn't have a time where Avonte Maddox got into the game and he was the one that made a play. You didn't have that on your big old car for the Super Bowl. You didn't have Zack Baun picking off Patrick Mahomes.
No, I had to fumble. I had to fumble over the pick, but I did have him get the turnover though. I did have him getting the turnover.
I can see him getting a fumble. But what's going on, sis? But look, it's a lot of things that happen in a Super Bowl, like no blitzes. You didn't see that either. You thought he was going to at least send Coop one time, or he was going to do something different. But you ain't see no blitzes?
I ain't gonna say I seen it. But I know he don't like it anyways. He don't like the blitz. So I always go into the game like if Vic started beating you without blitzing, he's not gonna send it. He's never gonna send the 5 if he don't got to. Right. It's always his thing. If I ain't gotta send it, I ain't sending it. But if I can't get there, then I'll maybe send something to play with your eyes, do a little. But we wasn't doing nothing before. It was just like. Listen, matter of fact, we know you're going to double team Jalen Carter. We're 100% of it. The other 3 on the line, finna take them to the woodshed. It's going to be straight. And guess what? Those 2 that are double teaming, they're going to get whooped a few times too. And to me, but that's almost like he just put his big boy pants on and said, you a man like I'm a man. I'm going to show you who more of a man. Who got the bigger, badder men? I'm gonna show you. Pause. I'm gonna show you who got them. We finna line it up, toe for toe, move for move, and who gonna win? And I feel bad for Tooney. Listen, I feel bad for Tooney because guess what? You're not a tackle, but we got guys in position coaches. Guess what they did? If you watch that tape, anybody, I ain't talking to DB, but anybody that watched that tape, they use long arm moves all night. You a guard with short arms.
Mm-hmm.
Long arm stab, spin. Long arm stab, speed. Bull rush, long arm.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hunt, Nolan Smith,
especially Nolan Graham. Yeah, Brandon Graham.
They're always killing that man. That man cannot get his. He's trying to short arm stab. By the time and what happened was, listen, they beat him so bad the first 3 possessions that they had. When them boys start going to just straight power, they start. Listen, you usually go power to speed. It was speed. So now he opened up the floodgates. He coming out he's trying to get as much extension as he can so you don't get around him. And they going,
You know what it looked like to me when Patrick Mahomes was getting like sack after sack after sack, and the Lions get beat up. And look, do you remember the scene in Don't Be a Menace when they was like rolling on the dude, and then a lot of dudes just kept. It felt like that. It felt like that. It felt like that because I'm sitting here like, yo, it's no way Patrick Mahomes out here looking like he never won a championship ever against a front four like this.
Well, bro, it was almost like they didn't respect our pass rush.
No, they didn't.
It's like, because I didn't, like, maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see an adjustment of, like, let's try to slow this down. Let's try to, like, get some help. Let's bring in the extra linemen. Like,
but here's the kick.
Their help plan was leave Kelsey one-on-one with Sweat.
They sitting over there looking like when Martin got his ass whooped by Tommy Hearns, looking like they don't know what to do. But sitting up there, no, I'm just saying they looking like that, looking like I don't know what's going on. But they going other the words out saying, "Yo, the Patriots came back from this." But bro, they are whooping the dog shit out of y'all. I don't know how y'all coming back from this,
bro. And like, it wasn't like, oh, we beating you here, we beating you there. It was like, I'm looking at the all 22 like, shit, Pat didn't have nowhere to go with the ball anyways, and he got sacked. Like, Andy Reid, to me, like, I watched him call a lot of games as an Eagle. That was the worst orchestrated game offensively I've ever seen him call, bro. He didn't send no help. He didn't send no reinforcements. It was an opportunity for him to be like, okay, look, I know such and such getting whooped. I'm finna do something to help him out. Let me send in the extra lineman. Let me send in the extra somebody. His answer really baffled me because Kelsey hadn't showed effort all night.
Right.
It been lackluster all night. And in a crunch moment, you leave him one-on-one with the hottest man on the defense at the moment, in Joshua. He completely destroyed him. But not only did you do no. DV, you laughing. Not only did you do it once, you did it back-to-back plays. The only thing you did is different on the second play than you did on the first play. You left the running back to help Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Sweat destroyed both of them. And then I was like, so then the next play, you did the little pick six to Coop. I said, okay. When it was 17-0, I said, all right, Andy Reid finna pull it, socks up and pull at least a drive out.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go 3-0. Then we go 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first play of the next drive, pick. And that's when I was just like, all right, it's getting close to game. AJ scored. I still was like, all right, 24.
He said touchdown. When he looked at Joe, said touchdown. He didn't even call. He didn't even say the play. He said touchdown.
He said it twice. Touchdown. So then I'm like, all right, 24-0. All right.
Mm-hmm.
27-0. It's getting a little out of hand now. It's getting a little uncomfortable. All right, they starting to feel this one. When that dagger to Devontae Smith. Listen, I'm listening to the commentators. I'm listening to Tom Brady. I'm listening to old boy, and they're like, yeah, we're probably gonna run the ball. In my head, I'm like, we gonna run the ball. When I seen Jalen do the and come back up, I said, what the hell? Listen, me personally, for a moment, I said, is this a screen? No, that's AJ. When I seen that camera pan, it was Smitty. I said, touchdown, game. Bro, I didn't see him catch it. I didn't see nothing. When the camera went from Jalen Hurts to like this, and I seen Smitty, I said, touchdown, game.
when they showed
and my
the replay.
My son said, "Daddy, you'll never say game that early." Man, do you see the score? Did you see what just happened?
When I seen the replay of that play and how Jalen Hurts looked at AJ, he looked at he made sure Saquon did what he was supposed to do, and then he looked over here to look off the Hicks. Hicks was a lick all game. He was a lick, but when soon as he threw the ball and how everybody's hand went up, I was like, "Yo, you can ask my wife." I sound like Dave Chappelle when he played Rick James when he's like, "Unity." Like, I was like, look at them, yo. Like AJ Brown got his arm up. Like for the people that said that he doesn't, he always want the ball and all that. Like he just want to win and he want to be a part of the winning.
He was like
Saquon Barkley had his hand up. The lineman had his hand up. I forgot who it was. I think that was Landon, right?
Yeah, Landon.
And somebody else had their hand up too. And then the way Nick Sirianni.
It was just the three.
It was just the three?
It was AJ,
Saquon,
and Landon.
Yeah.
Bro, but what's funny about the Landon one? Landon's like mid-block, and he looks up, he's like,
yeah, right. I've seen that. I'm like, yo, ain't no way they coming back, bro, because they were actually down 34-0 with like 3:42 left in the third. You're not scoring that many points on the Eagles that been whooping your ass all game. Come on now, y'all not. Even when what you call me having a tantrum? Travis Kelce had a tantrum.
I don't even like how they played that game at the end. You could have gave Carson Wentz his first, few snaps in the Super Bowl. I
don't give a damn about Carson Wentz. After the damn thing I seen him utter out his damn mouth, I don't give a shit about Carson Wentz. Get him ready. You know what? You know what? You know what? My blood pressure.
I'm like, buddy,
I'm not doing it.
The ring, like, move on, bro. Like, it's time to just move on.
No, he a hater, bro. He a hater.
You. I'm saying him. It's time to move.
No, that's what I'm saying,
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
He's a hater.
Listen, Carson Wentz, you lost your opportunity to perform in the Super Bowl. You have the ring at home. You have probably a replica trophy at home. Get the fuck over it. Move on. Like, it's over with, bro. You can't go back in 2018 and play Tom Brady. And you know what? Did you look at the comments? Most of the comments is Eagle fans saying we glad Nick Foles played because we thought you would lose.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. He is eating at him, man. It's always eating at him. Just wait. I think we played them at home this year coming up because I'm like, yo, if he's on that squad again and he got to see that statue, bruh.
Nah, it's at Kansas City.
He gonna cry in the car if he had to see that statue again. After saying that, he gonna cry in the car.
All right, we ain't gonna do too much Carson Wentz. So obviously opening night, any home
Detroit
game,
Lions.
obviously.
Detroit Lions. I want Detroit.
Wow.
I want Detroit because for me it answers the questions of the what if.
But they don't no more though, right? They lost their whole coaching staff. And there's no Ben Johnson, no Aaron Glenn, none of the offensive coaches are there. They all gone. All the defensive coaches gone. The only thing left is Dan Campbell and the players.
All right, man. I was trying to be nice. I just don't like Miles St. Brown. And I don't like the way that how he talks.
I knew it was. I don't want to play this.
That's why.
Because the person that they necessarily said was going to beat us is no longer there, right? Which was Ben Johnson. They said the offense was going to do everything up and down the field. I want the Bears beat. Give me the Bears. I want to me personally, a little bit of greed on the inside. I want to personally embarrass them bums while I get my ring and hang my banner and I sit in the stands at Lincoln Financial enjoy my beers. That's what I like to see. I don't give a damn about the Lions. I don't even think, listen, honest to God truth, I don't know what that's going to be next season. They had a lot of camaraderie. They've been together for 3 years up until this season. So that builds, right? Year one of it wasn't that great. You know what I mean? They weren't doing what they did. But year 2 and year 3 were phenomenal. You lost all that. You brought in a bunch of new guys. That's, to me personally, like first year guys in positions. We've learned from that. We've seen that. We understand what's the possibilities of that. Yes, it can work in your favor, but it also can work against you. So, I mean, will the Detroit Lions be the same? We don't know. Amon-Ra St. Brown, yeah, he made that statement. He made that statement, but guess what? He made that statement with Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson on that team. He made that statement with all the offensive and defensive coaches on that team with a healthy team. You don't know these new guys. You don't know what your defense is going to look like this season. You don't know what your offense is going to look like. And you better not fall off, because you come to the link and you fell off.
Now, if it's not for me, if it's not Detroit, give us them. Let them see what championship look like.
Why? Why should they get to enjoy that? Why should they get to enjoy us raising a banner? Why should those bums made it to the NFC Championship and got their face kicked in, get to enjoy an opening week with the champs? They don't deserve that. They're contenders. The
story behind it, though.
Don't sit their bum butts down somewhere.
I'm just saying the story behind it. The story behind it, though.
Listen. Next year is year 2. Do you really want to open an opening night against Fangio with JD5 and really put that on tape?
Let's go. I want that. And then let me tell you something. Hey, please, somebody click this, please. If the Commanders play the Eagles at the link opening night, because I want to go to the opening night game. If they go to the opening night game or opening day game, Saturday, I'm going to the Hard Rock Cafe. I've never been there in my life. And I want to see a Commanders fan.
Bro, that's an opening night game, bro. You know that, right? You said opening day. It's Thursday night.
Opening night. Yeah, opening night. Yeah, so it might. So Wednesday, I'm gonna go.
Okay, September 11th is the game for sure.
Never mind, I ain't going to that game. I ain't going to that game. I can't do a night game, bro. I can do a midday. I can do
it's Thursday. You know it's gonna be night. You know it got, bro.
No, I know. I said I can't do a night game though.
Ring ceremony, raising of the banner. You know they gotta be at night. They gotta do it at night.
That shit about right there gonna be like an hour or 45 minutes to an hour. I'm not. No, I can sit at home and watch it. Like while I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm in the stand. That's me in the stand.
No, bro. I got shit to do in the morning, bro. Look, what I'm saying is
the 4th? It's the 4th?
Yeah. So look. While I'm at the game, right? You know, because I'm out there. If I got tickets, I'm out there tailgating. Then I'm going into the building, try to get some merch before and something to drink and eat before I sit down. Then I'm like, second half, I'm thinking like, especially if the Eagles are up and it's no way they can lose this game. I'm thinking about getting my car out the parking lot, driving back home. And I live like 10 minutes away, but being down there is almost like it takes me 35 minutes, to get home. So that's what I'm thinking about. At damn nearly 12 o'clock at midnight. That's how it's gonna be.
You know what I'm be thinking about? Booking an Uber back to the Airbnb I was staying at.
I mean, yeah, but see, I like to drive my car, man, because.
Hey, man, I'm not. You think I'm gonna rent a car?
I pay monthly for that.
Have to try to pay.
Oh no! For you, that's good. For you, that's good. I'm in the city, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm in the city, so
that'd be a good little Uber price for you from that far, boy.
Right.
And then you got to get there and back.
But especially because what they do is they charge you for like events too. So if it's an Eagles game going on, oh yeah, they down there. Oh yeah, $50. Bro, I live 10 minutes away. Like, wow, I paid it $50.
I feel it. I feel it now. I'm gonna be booking my flight here the next week or so, man. Get it out the way.
Yeah, I ain't gonna, they're gonna have to catch me. Like, yeah. We should play the Bills. Come on, man.
That's not at home. That's not home. That's away.
I like that. I like that for us. I like that for us. And then we get to beat them there too. We beat them at home already. We get to beat them there.
I want to. If it's not the, bro, I'll take an AFC team too. Though I'll take the Chargers. I mean, no. I'll take the Rams. My man, Chargers is away. I'll take the Rams.
I can see the Rams. I can see the Rams being the first team. I can see that.
I'll take the Rams.
I can see the Rams being the first team. Because what's it called was talking a little spicy too. Verse, he was talking a little spicy too. After that loss, he's bitter. He triggered.
Now, game one, putting them back on the board since they was the closest team, and get them punched on. Because listen, I ain't say this on here yet, but I probably did, but I believe we will be a better team next year, and we will have a premier pass rusher. It's gonna be one of the three big names out there. I believe it's gonna be Myles.
It will be Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, come here. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just gonna be talking my ass off. I'm gonna be talking the most shit. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait until we play Dallas. You know, I like the crap that Dakota Rain Prescott said. Like,
I don't even care about that dude. Did you not see what happened to him today? Please shut up, dude.
What happened to him? What happened to him today?
Zack Martin said.
Oh yeah. He retired. Yeah, shout out to him. You know, for leaving that, for somehow leaving that dusty ass organization. And dusty,
close
man.
To the Eagles, and then you lose your all-pro guard. Like, shut up.
They not the Dallas Cowboys. They're the Dallas Addicts. Because that's all they talk about. We got 5 rings. That's all they talk about.
The Dallas idiots.
They're the addicts.
Yeah, right.
I ain't gonna get it Myles Garrett jersey. Not before Smitty and AJ. I gotta get both of those. I gotta get both of those first.
Dang, the airline I usually fly with don't even got. I gotta wait 2 more weeks. I'll put it up. I definitely gotta go to that game though. Can't miss another one. Can't do it.
Yeah, I ain't getting no Myles Garrett jersey.
Huh? I will.
No, I was telling him I'm not getting the Myles Garrett jersey.
Because probably at the end of that contract, he probably retire. He probably don't retire an Eagle unless he do something crazy. He probably retires a Brown, but I'll get it just because for the 3 years that he'll be here. You know what I mean? He gonna be dominant. And he probably gonna get a championship.
That defense is gonna be crazy. I can just imagine it, bro. What the hell with the goddamn Milton Williams? Now we got Myles Garrett. Like, do y'all understand?
That's gonna be nasty work. Be like, oh, Sweat and Milton gone, but you got Myles.
All right.
All right. I still got Jalen Hunt. I still got Mario.
So
I still got Nolan Smith. I got Jalen Carter. Let's do it.
So let me ask you a question.
Let's do it.
Because everybody's doing it. Year 2 with the Eagles. How does Breast Health get involved?
I think it's gonna be a little bit easier, man. He's obviously gonna be coming in with 2 hands, no club. He'll be back with both his hands this year. I think he understands the defense a little bit better, and I think he has a little bit more of a feeling with the position coaches. He was starting to get, rolling right before he did whatever he did to his hand or his wrist, before he broke his wrist. He was kind of getting a rhythm. And then he had to come back with that club, and it wasn't really a nice feeling, man, because in those 5 weeks he was gone. We can't do that, D. Aldridge. It ain't gonna work. But in the 5 weeks he was gone, guys really filled in. You know what I mean? Really found their legs in the defense. I think he's gonna be nice in the second season, man. I really do. I think he's gonna find his legs. We got to deal with him for another season, and I hope. Listen, I'm hoping he pan out and really, you know what I mean, fill the shoes he should. Even if it is as a position, as a rotational guy, where he's playing, you know, limited snaps. You know, he's playing 25%. If he can get some production more than he did this year, I'll be okay with it. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's probably a little bit of an overpay for a guy that wasn't able to come in and play 3 downs. But I'm not gonna do too much complaining, man. It's not really gonna hurt us that much as far as what he's making. Yeah, they say that what they said he signed him to, but if you really look at the cap breakdowns, he's not really killing us. But that cap hit really $26 million, man, to get him off the team would you know what I mean, take way too much money away from us, man.
Yeah, and I agree. Like I said, man, if there's a way to keep him and get Myles, and them guys can learn a thing or two from Myles Garrett, like. And then they talk about we need a power back. I heard that too, and I'm like, no, we don't need a power back, bro. Like we got a 1-2 punch. I don't know if they bring.
What's the 1-2 punch?
You already know, bro.
Will Shipley and Saquon? Okay.
But I don't know if they bring Kenny back from morale. I don't know. No, I don't know. You saying no, but look, we seen things. You said no about Avonte Maddox. You said no. You said no. Don't make that face, bro. You said it, and then he came back on the squad.
And what happened to Avonte? What happened? All my prayers was answered, wasn't it? Then he got benched.
Still was on the squad.
What happened to James Bradbury? What happened to James Bradbury? Benched.
But they still was on the squad.
I said Myles Sanders wasn't coming back, didn't I? I said Quez Watkins was going to leave.
I knew Myles Sanders wasn't coming back. Bro, you don't fumble twice to the Super Bowl and think you coming back. I would love to be here. Go ahead, bro. Go with the Panthers.
Why would we invest more money into Kenny when we can go out there and get a young running back? And we seen what shit we can do. We seen what shit we can do.
If Kenny knows how,
I know. He can go take his morale. He can go over there and join Miles Sanders in Carolina. Take the morale over there. They need
Miles Sanders ain't even gonna be in Carolina too long.
Well, you can take his spot. They ain't got no running backs. They need running back help. They gonna pay a little bit.
They gonna draft, bro. Ain't no way in hell you gonna bring somebody over there to try to help.
They will.
No, bro.
Kenny Gainwell, you have been abducted by the Carolina Panthers. Go your ass on somewhere.
That boy went to a D2 NFL team.
Well, he needs to go to the UFL if you want to be a starter.
There's nobody out there like that.
We missed him. He on the Jets. His name is Braylon Allen. He ain't another one though. I think we're gonna draft him. I think we're gonna draft a late running back, man, and then let Will be the backup, man. That's what I think.
Well, Shipley need to catch his win when he making these breakout runs.
He just don't. He don't have long distance speed. He never has. Go back and watch his high school tape. He get ran down multiple times in high school, college. When he gets to that one speed, that's it. He ain't got no more. He's maxed out. You know what I'm saying?
So what you saying? What joint was that?
You ever played the racing game and your thing be like,
yeah.
And you like, come on, he catching me. That's what
No, I was thinking about I'm telling my age, but Little Giants, when a young boy he grabbed the ball and he was running, and then all of a sudden the Bulls came around. I'm like, he was all the way back there. Like he was all the way back there.
Yeah, he ain't got that end of the run gas.
Yeah.
One speed, that's it. I'm high speed. I can get away enough, and then it's just that. There ain't no like more speed afterwards.
somebody did a voiceover of that run, and then we got caught. He said, look, man, I'm Saquon. Oh shit, he on me. He on me. I said, yo, he probably was thinking that too, because as soon as he broke out, I was like, yo, that's a touchdown. But then he started slowing down, and then his helmet started to do one of these.
Bruh,
his helmet did one of these. I said, yo.
DV, what's funny is if you watch it, he don't even slow down. He just ain't got nothing left. He's just like,
yeah, because you can tell when somebody, you can tell when an athlete don't have nothing left because their heads are going backwards as they run it. They're like, come on, man, touchdown. And then you get tackled at the one.
When you play the like Mario Kart and they got the boosters and you can like a joke. He was like, I need just a little bit of gas.
Yo, I cried, but then I was like, yo, man, shout out to the coaching staff for letting him like finish that drive. Because they could have easily went to somebody else. Gainwell could have been a touchdown.
He was benched though. I don't think nobody was coming in, so I think it was on him regardless.
Oh, okay.
I think that was over with because I don't think the rest of the game we didn't see nobody else play. So I think, man, listen, I think we got a backup quarterback controversy though, man. I think Kenny Pickett might be a trade candidate.
I don't know.
Just thinking about how Tanner played in that last game, man. You know what I mean? How he was able to.
Oh my God, dog! Once again, it was the Giants, bro.
Yeah, but
it was the Giants.
Kenny Pickett wouldn't have played that well.
How you know?
I trust Tanner over Kenny, man. You know that.
And honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't like either one of them right now.
Why?
Because what I'm saying is, yeah, Tanner McKee looks good in preseason. Tanner McKee looks good against a New York Giants team that didn't have nothing to play for, and he was antsy as hell. But if you put him against, let's just say, the regular season game, the snow game, if you put him in there, does he do the same thing? No.
Why not?
That defense is way better than the defense with the Giants.
I think he still played pretty well though.
All I'm saying is,
I think in that snow game, Kenny plays worse than Tanner.
See that I don't know. I'm just going off of.
I seen Kenny in the snow play worse than I see them play.
Yeah, but Kenny, that was with the Steelers, where you know he probably was going through something mentally with that organization. He probably could have.
I would move Kenny, me personally.
Everybody would move Kenny. I'm not saying not to move him. I'm just saying that I don't think it's a controversy.
I do. Because Kevin, you got to think, Kevin been here with Tanner for what, 2 years, going on 3 years. You know what I mean? He been in the rules with him, man. I think he kind of know what Tanner got under the hat. And it's rumors that your boy might be trying to reach out to pull him in. Now, what do you do then? If the Saints come calling for Tanner,
for Tanner?
No.
They can have him.
Tanner gonna be cooking.
No, he's not. He's gonna be out there trying, because first of all, David Carr is still there.
I think Tanner can outplay what Derek Carr did last year.
All right, bro. All right.
I'm being serious, bro. Derek Carr was buns.
Last year, yes, he was.
I didn't play better than Derek Carr last year.
Derek Carr was buns, but at the same time, like, come on, bro. Like, Derek Carr is.
I'm taking Tanner McKee.
This bull crazy, bro.
I'm being serious, bro. Tanner McKee can play better football than that bum. That dude is trash. My God.
Well, look, they're gonna start the season. They're gonna start the season out with him. They're gonna start the season out.
I hope not. I wouldn't extend him. I wouldn't give him no more guaranteed money.
Yeah, I'm good on that too, DeAndre.
I almost ended the show.
I'm good on that. That's what Coach said. Coach said bring in Winston because of the whole thing, the shenanigans he was doing in the Super Bowl. And he was like, that'd be good for the locker room. I'm like, no, what? You think Jalen Hurts probably smack bro? Like yo, bro,
if you don't sit,
you got to chill, bro. You got to chill, bro.
He gonna be like, James, sit up. James gonna be like,
what?
I'm trying to inspire the people. Man, if you don't sit your W-eating ass somewhere, dude.
Right. He ain't gonna want that.
And Huntley can't throw. And Huntley can't throw the football to save his life.
No. Nah. You know who we need to get QB3? If one of them go, you know who we need to get at QB3? One of them people that threw the damn Bears at damn at Howie. Man, Howie a G though, because man, I don't know, right?
We only seen Howie though, but from what AJ said in that interview, it was multiple people busted him.
Yeah, it was. I think what's your call got hit. I think Nolan got hit. And AJ Girl almost got hit. AJ White almost got hit. He said, yo, you see him? You gonna look like him. You better be looking out. You better watch out. AJ had me dying that whole interview, man. But speaking of interviews, man, did you see the interview with Cooper DeJean on the pivot?
Yeah, I watched the pivot for sure.
Yo, that interview, man. I gotta do like it for Cooper DeJean. Just how his mindset is on the whole white cornerback thing, and all that. Like he was just like, some things you can't live down. But at the same time, he was like, yo, I'm just a good quarterback. Like I just go out there and ball. Like I don't even realize that, really fully that we won the Super Bowl. I just went out there and ball, did my thing. I already knew that we was going to go to the Super Bowl, but he just went out there and ball. And look what it got him. Patrick Mahomes gave him a present. A pick six.
Right.
Gave him a pick six. Then he was sitting on there with a Kotamino Bay shirt on. And that just shows how close him and Quayon is, man. And I didn't even know Quayon was a big wrestling fan. And that's why the pedigree John, went down. And they were supposed to be doing the super kick in the Super Bowl, but they never did that. After Coop scored. They're supposed to be doing a super kick. But that the relationship he got with Reed, they talked about that a little bit. They asked him questions about some of the teammates, how the wide receivers made him better, how sitting out for those 4 weeks, how that changed mindset. That interview was crazy, and I was like, yo, the only thing that turned me off about the interview was when they asked him about his music. Besides all that, I was good. I was cool with it. But I gotta understand, he's from that small town, and he got a different taste than people that been through the mud. But, yeah, that interview was good. Yeah,
it was a good interview, man, because it gave you a little tap in to even his Iowa life. You know what I mean? Kind of bored. But he said, look, I'm going back to Iowa. When we done doing what I'm doing, I'm just going back to Iowa. So I was really liking it, man. It was a good interview. They really tapped in. They really, you know what I mean? You can't honestly, I hate interviews with players that play. I like watching them, but they got a whole close to the chest, a few of them. Sometimes they want to answer, you could tell they're like, I don't really know.
Because you gotta think, because as a player, I'm thinking outside the box, and I'm like, yo, if he answered this question, how's it going to look? If he answered a certain way, no, I'm not going to say that.
Right.
So look, I'm gonna just say, look, man, that's that, man. Shout out to such and such, and then keep it moving to the next question. But that's how it is. He's not going to players are not going to tell too much. But speaking of interviews, did you see the guy I just said earlier? I don't like interviewing Darius Slay.
Yeah.
So what you think about Slay's answers?
It's a little. I guess it's what you're supposed to say. I mean, I don't really know what you say at a moment where two guys sit on a podcast, you having a conversation, they basically tell you like, hey man, look, I'm just, trying to get you back here. And it's like, well, I love the city of Detroit. He kept it real though. Like, I love the city of Detroit, but my first option is Philly. If I want to go anywhere, it's Philly. But if Philly decide to move on, then Detroit is strong too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't say nothing crazy, but it was just like it was almost like booty clapping. Pause. But
yeah.
I'm always saying, like, you already got the Super Bowl. You might as well come back to Detroit. I'm like, bro, sit down, bro.
That's why I don't like you. Nope.
Like, sit down.
I don't like
bro.
it.
Cross your legs, bro. Dang.
Like I like we played when we played him. I want Cooper DeJean to do what he does. I want him to like hit him. I don't want him to hurt him. I just want him to hit him. Like, yo,
right.
Ain't none of that. But yeah, that interview with Kim and Jalen, that there was a lot of tension, and that's strictly from Jalen because he heard everything. Like Saquon said, man, these players, say they don't watch it or don't. Man, look, they hear everything. They hear all the noise. So all that Cam, like I did a video on it, like when he was coming at Jalen Hurts talking about he a game manager and all that. And it's so funny that everybody is like trying to backtrack, and then they like now they throwing things like, oh, the Eagles had a super team, or my favorite, the Patriots, the Chiefs is going through Super Bowl fatigue in the Super Bowl. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about like what he dishes out. Like, and not even just this interview, but Amon St. Brown, yeah, he's annoying as well. He's annoying. Just like Micah. Like, Micah's a good player, but he's annoying as well.
I hope they traded
Who? Micah?
Yeah. Traded that to purgatory too.
If what you call don't do no reconstruction, they might have to.
I hope he be like, pay me the $90 million. Damn you.
I think he's good as going, man. You don't sit up there on the podcast or not and say stuff like, yo, man, if I'm 30, man, I'm going to the Chiefs. You don't sit up there and say stuff like that jokingly if you're not even thinking about like, yo, where am I going with the Cowboys, man? I know you hear that, the 29-year drought. I know you hear all that. So he might be one of those ones, especially if this year going to turn out the way I think it's going to turn out, 7-10. I think I really believe that he gonna be like, I'm done. I feel like that they're gonna go 7-10. 8 and 9 at the most. They gotta see us twice. They gotta see the Commanders twice. Then they play who we play? What division that all the NFC East play? Is that the
we play the AFC West and the NFC
West.
North or something like that.
We play the NFC North again?
Then we play the Bears.
Yeah, Bears, Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay, Detroit, and the Vikings.
Vikings, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna go. They going 7-10, bro.
It's gonna be nasty work for them.
Won't be 7-10, man. And a lot of things. You know how good this season was for the Eagles. Nobody talked about us sweeping them.
Sweeping who?
The Cowboys. You talked about it?
With or with that. With or without that. And we're going to sweep them again. Back-to-back seasons. Oh, you remember I was on the train and they was calling me crazy. Man, Smitty, you tripping. Okay.
No, I'm saying when it happened, nobody was really talking about it because everybody's mindset was on.
They moved on from it real fast. Like I had a couple conversations on the pod about it, but people were trying to like overlook it because it was Tanner McKee. I don't give a damn who it was. Y'all wouldn't care who it was.
No.
Hey, do you remember the I ain't gonna put everybody in my game. I'm gonna talk to you about it. I just found out something I could do. I didn't even know I could do. Simple. We got Tampa again. Yeah, we do.
That's fine. That's fine because after what I saw, Jalen ready. He ready. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, talk about how many offensive coordinators that he had, how many quarterback coaches he had, whatever. Bruh is actually just learning what he can from every person because in his mind, bro, you're not going to be here long. So now I got to learn from what I can learn from you and then move on, period. And look at where it got to.
Because you'll leave too.
Right.
We know how y'all work. You'll be out here in a minute too.
Right.
It's all good. It's all good, man. Y'all be wanting to come in and leave in a matter of a second. It's crazy.
The Petula hire and Parks hire was that Nick Sirianni or Howie Roseman?
What it is, DG? You say what now, bro?
I said the hire.
Was it on who?
Petula or Parks, were those hires or potentially Parks? Are those hires on Nick Sirianni or Howie?
It's I want to say it's collective. To be honest, I don't think if they didn't believe in Kevin Petula, they would have let it happen like that. We had multiple situations where if they didn't believe in the guy, they let the head coach know. You know what I mean? That they wasn't believing. I think the succession plan was kind of Kevin Petula the whole time. That's kind of why we were in a rush to kind of even go out and look at anybody, to bring anybody in. We didn't do an interview process. I think the front office was bought into what they see. I think they were ready to sign off on Kevin Petula being the guy.
Because it was rumors that was saying that they were going to do like a deep dive into the OC after they got the hire. Yeah, it was a rumor. I don't know how true it was inside. Yeah, he just pops up.
Anything, and then for 2 months, I'm like,
yeah, man.
I think it's gonna be more emotion, to be honest. If you want me to be honest with you.
I think it's going to be more togetherness, man, because this was the first year that Saquon Barkley played. And now they got to adjust again, just like A.J. Brown said in his interview. And a lot of people going to try to duplicate what the Kansas City Chiefs did with that, plus try to, because some teams got those cornerbacks that can keep up. So they're going to try to do certain things, and it's up to us to adjust to that because everybody's going to give us their best. They hated to see us win. So everybody's going to give us their all. That's why I said that with Petula, I feel like he got the best. He got the best Yu-Gi-Oh cards to play with, if that makes sense. Like he got the blue eyes, white dragon, and all that. I'm a nerd, so yeah, he got all that. So. He got the best Yu-Gi-Oh cards to play with. So if he was the OC of the Saints, then he'd be in some trouble. That's how I look at it.
I think it's gonna look similar though. I don't think he's gonna try to change too much.
No. It's going to be some things that you're going to be like, okay, I see that's him. Because I didn't see that before. But overall, man, I just think that it's going to be like motions. Probably see some motion from Jahan. I didn't see them motion him too much. I've seen Paris Campbell, Smitty, AJ, and Goddard. I didn't see them do Jahan.
I think it's gonna be nice though. I want to see what's coming from the offense. You know what I mean? With the opportunity to put somebody new back there, some fresh eyes. Maybe you see some fresh looks. You know what I mean? Something you haven't seen before.
I like how he was talking, basically saying that he was a part of the office and all that. I want to see what he learned. That's what I'm interested in. I'm trying to see what he learned. But I just seen the joke and it was like, yo, Nick Sirianni, Big Dom, Frank, and
I don't know where you are, but you can show me.
And
the home app.
Be quiet. And Vic Fangio, they was like they all Italians.
Oh yeah.
They was like, yo, they right down South Philly too. Like, yo. Just with the Han could be a play. It could be a play.
The speed like though.
He a small guy. I'm hoping he fast enough.
Right.
I hope he fast enough.
True.
He a smaller guy, I should say.
He should be. He did show a little speed in the Super Bowl on that little catch he had on the outside. He did show a little burst.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question too. The four big players that we had on the Super Bowl team that are looking for paydays: Zack Baun, Milton Williams, Josh Sweat, Mekhi Becton. Who do you have staying and who you have going? That's the first question.
Mekhi, Zach, Josh, 50-50.
So you got Mekhi Becton staying. You got. I don't see Sweat staying. If he stay, I'll be shocked.
It's because of what he frees up on the cap spot. I mean, he frees up a lot of space. And he also could be I know you don't see it much in the NFL, but he also could be signed and trade. He could.
See, I was saying Zack Baun and Mekhi Becton for sure. Milton Williams is going to go get his bread. I think Josh Sweat, like you said, is sign a trade, or I can see him going somewhere getting his bread. What do you pay Zack Baun?
13.5. Oh, I did the numbers. You know I did the numbers.
But that's what I was thinking. I was thinking 14. That's what I said. I said that. I said 14. I'd say
I'll give him a cop out 9, 8 to 10.
Mekhi? Okay. I think you got to keep Becton just because of the report that over the year alone that he built with Saquon. You got to keep him.
He want to stay anyways, man. And when a guy that happy about staying, you know they're going with the team for the discount. You know what I mean? You know they're here to be a help more than a hindrance. You know what I mean? So when I think about what Becton want to be here for, it ain't about nothing but the happiness and the enjoyment he did this year playing football, bro. I mean, he never felt that before. A brotherhood. So I see him coming back, and being here, for the long haul. Listen, Becton could possibly retire at Eagle. How much he love it here.
He could. Depending on how good he plays.
Nah, but I think Becton at a point in his career where, like, I did everything to be the number one pick. The first round pick, top pick. I went to a team that didn't care about me. They pretty much threw me to the wolves. They trashed me to the media. And then the first opportunity they got, they threw me on my butt with no job, with nowhere to look, with only hope and faith that I would get another job. Jeff Stoutland, Howie Roseman, and this staff reach out to me. They bring me in, and they could have stopped me on the bench. They could have left me as a swing tackle, barely. How often did we use the swing tackle? Outside the first 4 weeks, 0.
Because it didn't work.
I would have been here and been useless. But Nick Sirianni, being a guy who understands what talent and how talent can be used, puts me at right guard, and I go to my first playoffs, my first conference championship game, and I get a Super Bowl. And everybody in the locker room embraced me like a brother. And it rejuvenated my career when I thought I was going to lead the NFL. Dude going to be here for a long time, bro. He almost like he wasn't here as long as Kelsey, but he got a Kelsey story while being here. If that makes sense. Like, everybody wanted to give up on me. Everybody wanted me out the door. But the one guy, Jeff Stoutland, who thought I could be something better than what I was, put faith in me and helped me turn my career around. And if you think about it, if you really look at what Jason Kelsey made throughout his career, he probably could have been way more high paid than he was. I would love Beckton to stay here and retire, though, if he could. You think about
Beckton should
stay. Line retiring together, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I think Beckton should stay. I think that like I said, that chemistry he got with Saquon alone is one of the reasons why I think he should stay. I think that just his growth alone with this one full year with, at the beginning of the year, he was throwing up in practice. And then he said he normally does that. And then all of a sudden, you got a guy that Super Bowl champion now. And you got to, especially guys that's showing that type of emotion and being a part of a team and part of something bigger than them. And him and Zack Baun both cried. At the end of the speeches at the parade, Zack Baun was crying, hugging Nick Sirianni. They want to be a part of this team. He said him and his wife actually made a home out of Philadelphia. He wants to stay here. So I say as long as Vic is the defensive coordinator and all that, keep this guy in the building. Keep him in the building. Vic Fangio can't afford to lose another guy like he lost Van Ginkel. He can't afford to lose that and try to find something else. And I do think that he can, but come on, man. Like, but they, Stout did say, I'm going back and forth, but Stout did say that Nick Sirianni was the reason for the move for Mekhi Becton. Because Stout wasn't even looking at it from that standpoint.
That's crazy though, but they won't give him none. They won't give him none of that respect. They said it, talked about it. You didn't hear reported about it like that.
No.
You didn't hear reported about it.
Oh, you're not. You're not going to hear it. You're not.
It's just ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, they're in the same boat as far as like the perspective that they want to put out in the media. And it's sad, man. You know what I mean? Even off a Super Bowl next year, no matter how you want to swing it, it's gonna be the same narrative, man.
Oh no, still. Look, I'm okay. I'm okay with the narrative because from what I see, they like when people doubt them.
Hey man, my bad too. Next week we're gonna do a call-in show, man. Next week, call-in show. I totally forgot, man. But
yeah, because I'm sitting here like I don't see it on the thumbnail, so I'm like, all right, we're gonna rock out.
Completely. So yeah. It's all good though, man.
Man, we're gonna start having to get into this, the draft, free agency. We're gonna have to start getting into those talks, and
It's coming.
get off the Super Bowl high for a minute and see how we can do this thing again.
Oh, my flight about to land soon, man. My flight about to land soon.
Get right into it.
But you know what I mean, when the plane land, you know what I mean, it might be taking off real soon again. You know what I mean? But it's enjoyable though, man. You know what I mean? It's enjoyable being a Super Bowl champion. But yeah, we do got to get back to the grind, man. It's about that time, you know. I paid for my PFF back. I got everything rolling again. I got the black book open. Got me a few names in the book. We can get in it, but we got plenty of time to get into that. Plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, man. Yeah, man. Anything else you got for the people before we get out of here, man? We kind of touched on pretty much the recap.
Yeah. Not much, man. Got my Friday show popping off on another channel. It's called What's the Play, and we're gonna be talking about certain things or whatever. Of course, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl and talk about it's going to be more like a barbershop type situation. Me and my guys. So stay tuned for that. But besides that, man, look, celebrate how y'all celebrate, man. But you know, we're going to keep pushing out this content and fly Eagles fly.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, y'all stay tapped in with us, man. Obviously, we're going to be here week in and week out, man, bringing you all the fresh content, all the fresh news, updates. You know what I mean? Whatever happens, we're going to be here with it, man. So tap in with us. Tap in with both channels. Like, comment, subscribe. So you don't miss none of this. Hit that bell so you don't miss any of this content moving forward, man. So love, peace, hair grease, man. Super Bowl champs 59 2 times. When you see me say 2 times. But we got to get back to the grind. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it fresh. Fly go birds. We out.
Yo. What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host, Liddy. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Hey, y'all know the name of the game. Last year,